All right, what is going on, Alchemist? How's everybody doing today?
Hold on, I'll be back.
Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing? Good to see everyone.
Hey, hey,
We
hey.
have Dr. V. What's up?
Hi. Just trying to follow us so I can see the comments.
Beautiful.
Good morning, everyone.
It may in the portal you're logging in through. Mine actually shows the comments in the portal too, which is pretty sweet.
I don't see the comments.
So good to see everybody and welcome. We have Dr. V in the house. It is our Wednesday, so she is here for you all to talk about questions, also give you a little peek behind the curtain kind of on how we get spoiled every single day inside of Market Alchemists. You know, every morning we're hanging out with V while she goes through our higher time frames, while she gets us mentally focused and ready to rock and roll for the day. So I'll let you guys, get to a little sneak hang out with V. So I hope you all enjoy it, and make sure you like and subscribe, of course, to the channel. We are ever approaching 1,000 subscribers. We're only a handful away, V. We're almost there.
That's amazing. What is up? Yes, V and Thor in the house. We are ready to rock and roll. So today was not a great day for me. My RTY position got stepped out at break even, so I had a reminder contract that I wanted to swing for a longer time, but unfortunately my average price was not high enough. So my last contract got stopped out at break even. So it's like 3,500, not in my account. So that stinks.
Oh, that hurts. Yeah, I had a similar. I had a nice long on crude that was starting very nicely, and then so kind of
Yeah.
a slightly less than productive day. But hey, it's whatever, we do it.
But yeah, I had besides that I had a pretty good week since last week. Again, like putting more than 40% on my small account challenge. Just for you guys that are starting and don't have a lot of money to invest in trading and you're ready to start trading live, I think swing trading is the easiest way to grow your account without risking too much and without trading every day. Okay. In the beginning, most of us struggle with taking too many trades, especially when the market is choppy. We can get burned very easily there. So I think when you take a position and you hold it for a bigger target, then you can stay in a trade for a little while. So my RTY trade I entered on Sunday night. I had one on last Thursday that I closed on Friday, and then I re-entered Sunday night, and I just closed it today. And I added on Monday on my position. So that was a 3 days trade. And unfortunately, my last contract could not go to where I wanted, but that's okay.
So I think it's really interesting though that I saw zero reaction. So maybe we gloss through there. So on an account of how much you made, how much?
25,000.
So a 25K account, you turned into how much?
40K.
And you did that in how long?
Since last Monday.
Okay. So I don't know about y'all, or what you consider to be like wow, like kind of results, right? But that's wow, right? How many of you, if someone came to you and said, hey, I could help you do that, why are you not signed up? Why are you not subscribing? Like, what's going on here? Like, why do we not have all the likes, all the thumbs ups? Like come on.
Oh
like also for this broadcast, I upgraded us to full definition.
Oh.
So you can now see us even closer than before.
So can you share my screen now? Do you see my screen?
I certainly can. So we're going to go ahead and add a V screen in with our the technology. We are in. Boom.
So
I see Google. I see your TradeZilla.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's because I wanted to like keep my account number anonymous, so that's why I have another window there because
I like it. I like it. I like it.
So that's what I put in since the last 7 days, basically. So yeah, pretty happy.
There we go. Look at that, everybody.
Not bad. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. So I'm gonna go ahead tonight and take some money out of the account. I think that's good. And I mean, how do you grow a 2,500 account? The same way you have a small risk. You take one micro contract. Also, I preach for my stuff right here, but I think futures are the best vehicle to grow a small account. Okay, you don't have to go crazy in size. You can have one micro NQ and be able to make multiple $100 a day in a good trade with NQ with the micro version.
Absolutely.
I traded this week 2 micros on my other account. Today I got burned with NQ. I got stopped out 3 times, unfortunately. But yesterday and the day before, so Monday I put 1,700 trading 2 micros. And yesterday, $600 trading 2 micros. Okay, so it's very possible to grow.
Absolutely possible. So Eric's asking, he'd like for us to show how to grow a $2,500 account. I am gonna say that's getting a little lean in the starting capital, and it's very important just to always be full. You know, I don't want to make claims like, I mean, I'm not even sure at 2,500 which micro contract we could still trade. I don't even think we can do one MES with that. So I think you probably want to have around $5,000 to start at a minimum, right? Probably have around $5,000 to start. And that would still give you'd probably still be just restricted to like one micro of something, which is a lot. You can do a lot with one micro, especially in the beginning. It's incredible.
Yeah, I think depending on what you can trade with that amount of money, if you can trade with that amount of money, I know in Canada we cannot. I think we need $6,000 in the account to be able to trade one micro ES. Okay, so in Canada we need much more money than in the US. But depending on what you can trade, start with one micro and go from there.
Yeah,
go small.
One micro gold, for instance, can be insanely powerful.
Yeah, but you need a big account, I think, for gold.
Yeah, for micro gold?
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
Gold is savage.
Dr. V, what broker are your brokers? What do you think about Ninja Broker for Canadians? And thank you for all you do. You guys rock. That's from AB.
Love you. I don't think we can use Ninja I'm in Quebec. I'm in French part of Canada. I know it's also different, but in the French part of Canada, we cannot use Ninja, so I have no idea about it.
What is the deal with people not wanting Canadians to get involved with the stock market?
We're very, protected.
Even Canadian companies, like I remember Toronto Dominion TD wouldn't let anyone get it. It's just like, but you're from there.
Yeah, that's complicated.
Well, you're from there. Yeah, Robbie, I think maybe you're right. Let's see.
So I'm looking at. So yeah, crude was bearish. Okay, I told you that this morning. The master wants the price down. So somebody is asking, what's my strategy? Basically, I take my trading decisions based on one line. every time, or maybe 2, okay? But maximum of lines that I take decisions from is 1. And if we look at CL, so why I would be more oriented short on CL today is this line right here, okay? So this is a downtrend. I am a trend trader. I think these are the simplest lines out there, okay, to get you to understand what is the market sentiment, what is the market trying to do, what is the master trying to tell you, because we need to obey the master, right? That's our main job as a trader, is to be aligned with the price. So when are you aligned is when you listen to these lines, okay? So today, because we are back inside of this downtrend, 2 touches, right? I will have to adjust the trend at the end of the day because we did not respect it to the T, and I like the price to be inside of it, all the price. Because we were here this morning, I would not favor longs on CL because of this story. We tried to go above. Here we stalled on it, okay? Went down, tried to go above, closed inside. It's always where the candle closes. And then we also tried to go above, doji on it. Every candle body is closing on the other side of the line. And I think we had the opportunity to go higher, and we did not. Okay, so for me today, seeing this candle back inside, I want to sell a rally instead of going long on CL today. So that's my strategy. I
think that makes a lot of sense, especially as someone who was longing CL today. So, whoops. But it was a really fun long that I got a pretty nice profit on, but it was definitely counter to this. But I love the way, for those of you who are looking for some really simple, like, things you can do with your charting that really works out well, take a look at like her trend line that she has drawn in. Look how none of the candles can close above it. All the wicks there. I mean, it's giving you a pretty easy to see direction there.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like my training wheels. So I thought I could bike on 2 wheels right off the bat. Okay, I got, for some of you that bikes with the feet attached to the pedals, like race bikes. Okay, I fell so many times from these, and it's the same feeling when you're starting to trade. You're like, I can do this. I can be on 2 wheels right off the bat because I'm a badass and I'm gonna learn this. And then you fall, and there's nothing you can do. You're just stuck there, and you fall.
CL just started tanking.
Master.
Wow.
Master. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Until we reach this one. We expect a reaction here. Okay. But yeah, CL was a beautiful, I mean, again, we need a setup. Okay. It's not because it's bearish according to the line that it's bearish right now, but we are favoring shorts based on that story. And we don't trade the same way. I don't like trading like against the sentiment, and you don't mind. So it's a different style of trading.
CL is almost to the trend line.
Yeah. And I have a level. I have 96.17 also in the way. It's beautiful. And I put gas in my car this morning. Awesome. That's
of course.
Why it's tanking.
Naturally. Oh, I like RTY up here. RTY just alerted. Wow.
We have a lady in our community who is short CL, so good for her. Are you here, badass? It's beautiful. So that's my strategy. Wow. So gold is at the level 45.48. We have something there. And then if we can take that level, we have 45.88.6. The next one. Ish. Let's make it 45.90. Wow, my trading view is blowing. What is going on?
So we just hit an area on RTY and QQQs. That's a very good spot for a short. So we did a big squeeze right into a pretty significant area.
All right.
So it'll be interesting because we're technically a wide range today, and we just got very high in a wide range.
And what is QQQ and SPY doing today in terms of ranges?
Rallying.
Rallying
their butts off on a narrow range, but they're all the way at ATR high and H6, so they ran the entire range. Whatever was there.
Was that narrow today? Sorry.
It was narrow. Yep, we went outside.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, and what about you? What are your trades today?
So I had a long on CL that I took in the pre-market, which I got stopped out of when we came back through, and I just took a short on RTY.
Right now?
Yeah, like literally just like.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. Well, that's a big wick, and I had that level 28.18 on RTY.
Yeah, so I'm trying this short here. This makes a lot of sense to me. If we squeeze up and make a new high, I'll get out of it, and that'll be my day. I'll have one decent winner, one little loser. I'll still be net positive for the day. But
are you in platinum?
I am not. I am not in anything else, unfortunately. What's platinum even doing now?
So platinum is very close to my line, so I'm interested to see the reaction around 1968.
I like it. I mean, we're in a wide range on everything, so it's so wild to see us. I mean, everyone's just enjoying the, we got a little extra dose of methamphetamine from some Trump tweets going on. So we're a little strongest stuff action. At the Market Alchemist, did you guys house speakers said Congress has trade stocks to beat inflation since the salaries are too low? What is? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like
what is the sorry?
This is a part of the whole conversation, and this would be fun to weigh in on with our our government house speakers, like people who vote on policies, are allowed to make trades on the market. So, and we say that that's kind of like sketchy, because why wouldn't you make policy that's going to incentivize? So they're constantly like in battle on that being done or not. So Robbie's kind of speaking to that. So. All right, let's see what happens on RTY. If this thing squeezes, I'm so not like aggressive here. So I only took 2 contracts because we're moving quite a bit, and I didn't want to get squeezed.
No, but it's a great level.
It's a great spot.
My favorite one to the top side would be 28.31 would be my favorite one.
Let me
but it's
show.
It's not a bad one.
Hey, not a bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hold on. Let me show you guys. Here's mine where I'm at right now. So right now my stop's just above. Oh, sorry, it's just above the high. So it's probably about $700 risk on this if we squeeze up and take out. So I like, and you can see here we're just really extended, and we're up at the monthly CP now. So we've done quite a big squeeze here. So, and for me, this is the volume that I'm looking for. This is what I would consider to be exhaustive or stopping volume. This is just so much volume. I don't think we're going to be able to buy out the top. So
we need fuel, because now we are at a resistance, and if we want to take the resistance, then we need more energy. That's the thing, and if you spend so much energy, then you don't have any more energy. That's the thing.
So that's the thought. So, and then since I'm here, let me show you what my crude trade was, my rude crude trade. So we had pre-market low already set, or the session low was set, and when we came down through the session low, there was just no volume at all. It was so weak. So I just bought the session low when it came back through the 9 and was holding that nicely, and then whatever came out and we just started tanking, so I went out, and that was it. That's my day.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I have a losing day with NQ, and I have a losing day with my RTY, but I'm still in YM. I'm still holding. Yeah. What does it look like?
You can do it.
Shit, that's a big candle. Wow. I mean, I'm almost back to my entry price, which is very rude. But we could sideway in this little corridor for a while.
Oh, for sure. So I was kind of thinking this earlier, which is on Monday, I was thinking about the past couple of weeks and how the past couple of weeks have been like butter, right? It's been like so easy to get such good trades. It's a little unreasonable, I think, to expect that out of every week, right? So it's like, but we kind of do. But I even thought this week when we came into Monday and the first news chyron was Strait of Hormuz or whatever, I was like, oh God, like maybe, oh God, like maybe I should just be happy the Canadians won and just, you know, and just move on with my life for this week. Because I just have a feeling when these kind of cycles hit, the market kind of loses its stuff a little bit.
Oh, wow. So boring day trader, I love your boring because that's a spot. 45, 48 on gold is a spot. And also we have my projected 50% ATR at 45, 46. So that's a beautiful spot to short gold. And then I would go to 45.11 potentially.
Let's do this, boring. If gold goes down and RTY goes with gold, I'm happy. So let's.
They've been trending together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if they all do it, let's go.
So yeah, but with the news, we never know, right? It can be whatever the news. Just trade what you see, and yeah, we don't care why it goes up, why it goes down. It's just does. And Q was so beautiful, and then it wigged the 200 SMA like it's no one's business. Like it was going down. I was maybe I can show my screen again. I had a beautiful trade on NQ. Let me share this. And then we'll talk about the topic that you guys wanted to talk about, which is something about how to make losing more easy or stop the pain or something like that. So NQ, my thesis was, well, I'm a very big fan of fake breakouts. Okay, that's my favorite setup. And I had the level here 29,075 on NQ. So what I did is when I saw that beautiful doji after taking the high here, so we had a little corridor in pre-market. Okay, I'm gonna put this yellow. We were ranging here. All right. So when I saw this fake break, I was like, yes, that's such a fake breakout of the high and also breakout from this level. But I know that I am before the confirmation because the confirmation is when the price takes the level. Okay. So yeah, it was beautiful. It worked beautifully. And then this candle at some point was so red. I was targeting CP. It was so red. I was like, yes, like it's beautiful, easy trade, amazing. Look what the 200 SMA did to me. This candle was massive, just red, okay? Massive red. And you see, it's a great example also of why we should wait for the candle to close before making a decision, okay? That was the reddest candle on the planet, and it turned around. The 200.
The 200. Your little gold mine, the 200.
Oh, yeah. And then what happened is that I tried again here. right? Because, hey, we could not take yesterday's high. This is yesterday's high, okay? Beautiful, because when we fake break yesterday's high, we can go very aggressively in the other direction. So that was the thesis. And yeah, that's it. I got smoked by NQ because, it's what NQ does.
That's what NQ does. Like, geez.
So now what would be very nice is that we sell, break yesterday's high, retest it from the other side, and make a new low. That'd be a very, very nice setup. But for now, nothing.
Aliens asking if we're going to break through the IB on the again. I have, this is an important spot on RTY to pay attention to, because this is our 1 hour high, right? So I'm very, I'm quite interested in this level, and so you can see we had this big buy, right? And then we actually absorbed here right at the level. And so why I liked RTY so much, and we've been talking about this a lot in the community, you guys would not understand that not only is Dr. Vee an amazing, person for helping the way we think about trading, she's an insanely good technical trader, right? So she takes a lot of times, like really researching and learning, and she helps us, and she starts talking a little bit about this. And I remembered this, which is how it's about the bodies, not about the wicks. And I've been doing a lot better since I started focusing more on that after hearing her talk more about that. Because look here, for all the volume we got on this second candle, we couldn't close this body right above the level. So then when we sold away, that's why I really liked this particular entry, because we had respected the level in a really nice way. So, but now we're down at that IB high. If we bounce here, I mean, it can easily go right back out. But since we're a wide range, I'm kind of fingers crossed we're going to go back home. So I don't think we're staying out till dark.
What would happen is that we make a double top, but we should, according to the range, we should not break out with conviction, right? We could fake break the high and continue down, or we can chop here for the rest of the day, basically.
Yeah, I agree. Exactly.
So about losing, okay, so give me a thumbs up or whatever. Yeah, thumbs up is fine. Who here is still struggling too much with losing? Like, I want to see what is the proportion of people. So we have 100 people. So yeah, give me thumbs up if it's still the case for you, because we will have a little conversation, and I will ask you to be as reactive as possible. It's difficult for me because I cannot talk with you. So we're going to chat together. I'm going to speak, you're going to chat. And I really want to, explore this side of the business. Okay. All right. So we have Shiraz saying me. Okay. And for those who are saying yes, I'm still struggling too much, because nobody likes to lose. Okay, when my NQ trade was going so well in my favor and it just turned around and stopped me out, it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But now I get really annoyed, but I don't. It's just a bad day. It's just not a great day, right?
Yep.
But I know that when it works, because I have data. I have 4 years now. Okay, I know that when it works, and today is just a weird day. Okay, price action is not great. It's very on cocaine. Okay, so it's a bad day. So we protect our capital on these days. We try to set up, and at some point, if it doesn't work, it's just not a great day for us. But so I'm very annoyed, but I'm not mad. I don't self-doubt anymore. It's part of the process. So it's not comfortable, but if we think about it, if we reframe it, okay, so for you, before we start this, what does it mean for you in one word? Because we want to chat as fast as possible. In one word, what makes it difficult for you when a trade doesn't go in your favor and stops you out? So yeah, bag holding. So bag holding is delaying the pain. But when you delay the pain, you also make it bigger. So the one way you should reframe losing a trade, okay, you are not losing, the trade is not working. Be thankful for your stop loss, because you put your stop at a place, at a technical level, where if the price goes there, your trade sucks. Right? So thank you, stop. Because if the price goes there, I know that it's a crappy trade. So I will go ahead and accept the loss because I'm an obedient servant to the master. My job is to be a dumb executor. The price doesn't care how I feel. I execute. So when my stop is hit, I'm like, whew, it could have been way worse. Now, does it mean that the setup will not be valid later on in the day? Of course, it doesn't mean that. Of course, it can be a fake out. They are working to take our stop losses. It's their job. But if your stop is correctly positioned, stop out and re-enter later when it sets up again. Because if you stay in this, let's say that I don't want to get out of NQ right now. My stop was above yesterday's high, I was short, and I don't want to stop out. They will take my account. Okay? The idea is let the market take a little bit of your money so it doesn't take your account. See your stop losses be thankful for them. A lot of people don't use them and they lose their account every single day. You are protecting yourself. Okay? It's like not having a profit target. It's the same thing. Take the money that the market is willing to give you. Also, see the stop losses as a business expense. So every day we have money to invest. Who has a budget for their trading, by the way? Even if you're in sim, okay? Yeah, I would have guessed that. But who has a budget for trading? So a weekly budget and a monthly budget. Okay, I don't want to be too rigid on the daily budget because sometimes you're risking 50 on a trade on average, but sometimes the stop loss is 60. And don't put your stop at 50 because it makes sense for your finances. It has to make sense for the market. And then maybe you will take less trade during the week because you took a stop that was wider than what you're supposed to spend. But you have a budget. And it's a very funny exercise because a lot of people are like, oh no, I don't have a budget. What do you mean? You just can bleed out like that? It's like if you go grocery shopping later, are you going to buy the whole store and blow your account with the store? Of course not. So you have a menu maybe for the week, you're a very organized person, or you kind of know what you need and it's always the same thing every week and you know that it's around $300, something like that. You're not going to spend $1,000 on groceries today, are you? So it's the same thing, okay? So have a budget per week and stick to it. It's very important because you want to control the downside. It's easy to make money. It's not easy to keep it. So protect your ass. Every week, you know how much you spend. Every month, you know how much you spend. And let's say that you are like, okay, I'm okay like spending $500 a week on trading. Are you okay losing $2,000 a month for a year? The answer should be yes. you need to be prepared for the worst case scenario. Not because you're pessimistic, because you are ready for the worst, prepared for the worst, and you expect the better, okay, of course, but trading can be very, very difficult. So you might not make money, okay? Because if you are holding on your pennies because you're so scared of losing money, you're never gonna make it. That money should be okay to lose. It's an investment. It's not losing, it's investing money into that specific career.
I'm sorry. I thought we got to make money without losing money.
That's another thing that I find very interesting for trading. If we go back to the business analogy, okay? So every day I spend $25 making sandwiches for people, and then I sell my sandwiches at lunchtime, okay? If today I have nobody coming, my sandwiches will go bad and I will lose my $25. But maybe today I have 20 customers coming, so I will triple my money, maybe. We never know what kind of day we will have. But in trading, the money you make in one day, 1 week, 1 month, you don't know at the end of the month, at the end of the year, how much money you will have. Like when you're in a trade, yesterday when I took profit on my contract on RTY and I had a runner, I had $3,500 unrealized. Okay? Unrealized. So it's not my money until I take it.
That's right.
Okay, so when you say, I want to make $200 a day, it will never look like $200 a day. So the psychology here is not cutting your trade as soon as you get to $200. The psychology is risking small and making more. And on average, it might look like a $200 a day.
Mm-hmm. I think that's where people get it wrong a lot. They want a high hit rate. But they don't really care about having a high profit factor. And this reminds me of when I was a younger trader. I had an influential trading buddy of mine once say to me, "What's more important to you, being right or making money?" And that really hits to me when I hear that. You know, it's like, oh, I don't want to ever lose money. And it's like, well, then that just means you basically want to be right all the time. And if you're right all the time, you're not going to make money, because the only way you can be right all the time is by exiting very quickly as soon as you're positive, and you'll never make good money doing that. Take that from someone who actually employed that tactic for a little while, out of some very productive, very green year, you know what I mean, that did not make a whole lot of money.
So exactly, we don't care about the win rate. On my TradeZilla, I had 42% win rate. It's not great.
It's pretty good.
But I have a profit factor of 5-6 R's.
That's even better.
So I make at least 6 times what I lose when I have a good trade. So that's the kind of thing you want to see. So swing trading is the easiest way to grow a small account. If you're day trading, you have to be super strict, because it's easy to fall into that trance where you lose consciousness and you blow your account. Swing trading is easier. If you're an over trader, I would go and up a notch in your trading time frame. I would trade the 1 hour chart, the 30-minute chart, the 4-hour chart. Take less trades, but then you will have a bigger profit target because you're trading a higher time frame chart. Practice having your levels there. What do they mean? What this support means? It means it should bounce the price, the resistance, the trend lines. And to go back to losing, it's not thinking positively about the stuff. It's more like it's a tool to protect me. Seeing a stop as not invalidating you as a person. Just the price is invalidating your trade idea, and you are protecting yourself like a responsible trader, because I'm sure if you put a list of the characteristic that a great trader has, they have stop losses. A successful trader has stop losses. If you're not using stop, if you're not respecting your stops, first of all, you're not respecting yourself. And second of all, you will never make it. You can make money for 3 months, 6 months, I don't care. One day you will blow out everything that you just made. We don't care about that. It's not about how much you make, how many days you're green. It just doesn't matter. It's how do you treat your losers, the trades that don't work. You have an edge. You're not an oracle. You just have an edge, and the edge is not always working, because that's how markets make money. They go up a little bit and then they go back down. They go down and they go back up. They mess around with us. They take the liquidity and they go back in the other direction. What do you want to do? You know, that's their job, and they're very good at it.
Exactly.
And try to put that on paper in your trading journal. It doesn't have to take long, but think, if I was working with you one-on-one, we would explore what are the thoughts around that losing trade. What is your first thought when the stop loss hits or is about to hit? What do you feel? Where do you feel it? Okay, explore that. Feel it. What does a stop loss means to me? Because really, in trading, a stop loss means protection. First of all, it protects your money. Second of all, it means a business expense. You cannot keep all the profits you're making like any other business alive. Name me one business that keeps all its profits. All right? It's just not possible. But for some reason, for trading, we don't accept to have a business expense. Okay? Why is that? Also, we put our value as a person on the line. Every trade should work. If not, I'm going to look like an idiot. Really? Of course not. My M&Q trade ideas were great. I was just not aligned. The market wanted bulls. I was with the bears. Of course, it's me. And
That's what we do.
The trade ideas were wrong. So I lost money today. Okay. You know?
I think that's a really good point. Like, I think especially for many people, because you value yourself as someone who is competent, right? And that's why I think sim is really hard, right? Because sim, it's not even like there's money on the line. You're on the line, right? Like, it's like if you don't do well in sim, it's just a direct reflection that it's you, like, because there's no other factor. So it's just you. Right. So, and I think that can make sim very difficult, because you're looking into a mirror the entire time you're in sim. And that's why I think a lot of people like to get out of sim so quickly, because if we put money in it, then maybe I don't got to look at me. I can just blame the money. Right. So but it's such a like nasty part of this whole like game with the whole performance side is that it's just wild.
So, AB is asking about the trailing stop. So whatever you do in your trading, make sure it's very mechanical and you repeat the same process on every trade. So if you want to trail your stop, I think it makes a lot of sense if the structure tells you to move your stop. So for example, if I share my screen here and I have the bar in the way, so I cannot. entire screen. Okay, so if I'm looking at CL right now, okay, and I am short CL because I had a bearish sentiment on CL based on the higher picture, and then I had an uptrend that was broken on the 5-minute chart, so I entered with this break. I'm short. My stop was at the high. Now I can move my stop in the money because the structure is telling me I can. Why? Because we made a lower high and we back tested the support level, the $101 support. That's a very important level. So we broke it, came back, tested it. Now my stop can move right here as soon as we go lower. Okay, now I can say, okay, it's time to go because we just reached the other level. So you see, that's how you trail. You don't suffocate the play. You can, if you're a momentum trader, like you're a scalper, you go very fast, you can do it. You can trail the stop with the move, okay? And then eventually you get stopped out. That's different style. My style is, because I trade, I enter on the 5-minute chart, and then I look at higher time frames to trail my stop. So whatever the time frame is, this is where it's correct to do so. Because if the price gets back above 101, it means the support is doing its job and I'm in trouble. The short doesn't work anymore. Make sense? But yeah, it's a great idea to move your stop with the market. So in the last 3 months, you made 30K, you lost 30K. So good news, you can make money. And what you need to work on now is keeping the money. So if in one word, can you identify what is the common trigger for you when on the big days where you lose money? What would be the trigger for you? Yeah, you can just reach us on it's info@marketalchemists.org. Is that it?
Nailed it.
We have to write it down on the bottom of the screen, I think.
It is actually on the screen right now. So for everyone, if you see right on our big Chiron here that we're displaying at the bottom, you can see our website, our emails right there. We need to add Dr. Vee's social. It's the Conscious Edge is in there for her IG. Not that she posts on it, but it's there.
Yeah, I should post more, I know. I just want to say something, guys, okay? If I'm being really honest with you, if you're not ready to invest in proper trading education, I don't think you will make it either, okay? If you want to find a job, if you want to have a career, you have to invest in some proper education. So many times I encounter people, they're like, hey, do you have a free month? Do you offer 50%? Do you give? If you just want to receive, guess what? The market will humble you hard.
Mm-hmm.
I wish, and I'm not saying we're the best at all, okay? But I wished that a community like ours was present when I started trading or when I was struggling. Nobody taught me everything we're doing every single day with our people. And if we have our people in the house, they can comment on what I'm saying. But even if it's just 1 month with us, guys, it is going to make a difference in your trading. Trading is a mind game. You need to understand why you keep slipping. What is happening for you? And I'm so sorry, but it's not something you learn watching just random YouTube videos or by yourself. You need educators, people that went through shit for you. Because I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I made. And because I was the worst trader and I could make it, everybody can do it. But you have to make it and you have to do it correctly. And this is where we came in, okay? So even if you go just 1 month, you invest $250 in your trading journey. Are you kidding me? to have people with you live every day, answering your questions, showing their trades, talking about the thought process. We have a Traders Anonymous every single week where people take the mic and express what is going on with them, good or bad. Okay. It's a gold mine. We're bringing simplicity, clarity to this very complex journey. Okay. So don't suffer alone. Okay.
Don't suffer alone is it. That is it, though. That's how we feel. And I mean, I'm in, like, I want to reinforce that. Like, I was in a community as I was growing up, and there was a lot of stuff there, but not a lot of guidance. And I think that's the big difference. Like, I agree. We've waded through a lot of the crap out there, and we want to hopefully keep you all from doing some of that same stuff. So come hang out with us. Like enjoy this passion that she brings, like, every day. Like, I mean, it's amazing.
It just hurts me when I get passionate like that. It's because I care, because it hurts me seeing people not wanting to invest like a couple of $100 a month, okay, that could be made in like one trade.
Yeah.
But they're so willing to lose money consistently. How is that? And what makes me suffer the most is seeing all these momentum stuff. Like, it's the way to make money. It is not.
Nope.
Momentum trading works if you have a big, fat trading account and the psychology. It's an expert thing to do. Yet, we all kind of start there. We want to be a momentum trader. Stop. It's not how it works. People make money sitting on their hands, like it or not, consistently. You can make money being a momentum trader, but I dare you to show me your trading results after 1 year. Does it work? Especially if you have a 2,500 trading account? Like, really?
I mean, I can tell you I couldn't make it work. So I just say it from my, I say it from my experience, right? And that's what I'm here to teach is from that experience. And I'm not saying I'm a like really smart dude, but I feel like if it worked well, I would have made it work. So, but to me, the math never made sense to me. It just never like really came together in a way that I said, oh, this is efficient. If anything, it seemed like you always needed to make, like, you had to have more to make less. And you just had to be okay with the less, which is why you needed a big account, because then you can make a very small amount on a very big account, and that ends up being a big amount. But anytime you try and do it with any kind of precision, it just does not work. Not like, taking like what you've done with some of your swings that you've hit the past like couple of weeks, where you're risking a few $100 to make 10 times, 20 times what that amount is. I mean, that just seems like art. That's more like what we're here. We're here to really make money, not just risk a whole bunch. I mean, that's just gambling.
And I'm bringing my account to 25K again. So I'm going to cash in. I'm going to have a nice vacation with my kids. Okay. I'm going to enjoy that money. And then I'm bringing the account back. So every time I have a chunk of money in my account, I bring it back. And I love trading that way. I think I prefer trading small and letting the market do the hustle for me than trading every day, very active, risking. Every trade is a risk, okay? Every time you enter, you put money on the line. And so I will continue. I really fell in love with that small account challenge thing.
But I think it's a really good idea, though, just in general for everybody behaviorally, like seeing like 20 become 40, 40 become 60, 60 become 100. Like, you're gonna start getting into that, like, oh boy, like attitude, like here we go. I can take all the contracts. But like, maybe you don't need to take all the contracts. Like, maybe you're not ready for all the contracts, but you're ready to make really good money at the level you're at. So take that account and empty it. Take that money and scoot it somewhere safe for a little bit. And then if you do some damage, you can use it to maybe refund if necessary. But keep it safe, keep it out, because you never know. And this is what I was always worried about. It's why I actually like using multiple accounts. You never know when you're going to have some weird big broker issue. And all of a sudden you're locked into an account that you can't get out of with a future that's going the wrong way really, really fast. And now you're like freaking out because all of your, this is going to get country. We say don't keep all your eggs in one basket, right? So this is kind of that idea there, and so.
So just to go back to because I got caught up in my passion again. So Shiraz. So I mean, if you see that your trigger, well, one reason is big size and no exit on stop. Okay. Guess what you have to do? So first of all, I want you in sim as F as possible. Okay. Sim trading, you don't have the right habits. So you don't qualify to make money. No habits, no money. All right. Okay. So you go in sim, you take one micro effing contract on every single effing trades that you're taking. And guess what? You're taking the stops and learning from them. I want you to know why you're getting stopped out. Is the stop too tight? Do you understand technical analysis? Do you really understand it? It takes a while. It took me, I mean, I'm still learning. I'm reading technical analysis books all the time. I look at charts. I look at price action. I'm passionate with it. Okay, you need to be passionate with this because it's not a rational, like it's endeavor. Okay, it's crazy. We are very crazy. So you need to be in love with just learning how the markets move. And so I would do that. Sim, micro contract, learning from stops, replaying your trade in TradingView can do that. Okay, so you hit the replay, you start the day all over again, and you identify why should I get in, where is my stop, why it didn't work. I want you to learn from it. Now, I don't know, you're trying to be right, you're trying to protect something, your ego, your confidence. There's something you're trying to protect. Your brain is trying to protect you, but the survival mode of the brain will wreck your account. So we go from there. That's your homework. And thank you so much, guys. I have to run.
That was like the fastest 1 hour session of all time. So I hope everyone had an amazing time. Thank you so much, Dr. V, for this great session. Everyone, make sure to like, subscribe, and join. And we will see her again next Wednesday. Thank you so much. You're awesome.
Bye. You too.
Bye. Bye, everyone.